Hi, Dorian. So you submitted a question here. It says, what can I do to activate and strengthen my telepathic connection with my guides? Okay. Okay, let me relax here and we'll see what comes, okay? I am an eyeball. The eyeball kind of opens this way, but it also opens this way. So it opens in 4 directions. I'm a huge eye, sort of, in a really high frequency realm, although I'm not allowed to feel the energy up there. But I'm peering out above light itself. I'm really high up in a light space. It's like a heavenly space. How many heavenly spaces are there? So many. They look like so many different things. Well, this is sort of the cloudy, soft, cloudy heavenly space with the light reflecting off of everything. There's just light everywhere. A massive eye seeing out across a vast space of love and light, a heavenly space. I see a man with a beard, sort of white and gray, sort of full thick hair, old man with like incredible hair, kind of like the biblical people, you know, like Noah looked great. He had a thick white hair, thick full beard, you know. It's sort of like that. A man with very thick white hair. It's white and gray. Really soft, full, clean beard. Soft clothing. Nothing really fancy about his garb. It's got kind of that biblical kind of effect to it, but it's not saying biblical, but it does have that effect to it. I'm trying to go down to him. I'm the eye, right? But I'm also stepping out of the eye as a person. The eye literally is resting on top of a pyramid, and then there's like a little layer of cloud, and then the eye is above it, looking down into a heavenly space. In the light itself. So I'm a person walking out of the eye now, and I'm sort of going to go down to this man and see what he's all about. He's not paying attention to any of this. He's not acknowledging that he even notices the eye or anything. He's ignoring. Because you know well he knows what's going on here. How come I can't talk to you? How come you won't talk back to me? I'm a little child. I'm handing a book to him. I'm saying, read to me. It's a red book. It's red. It's just straight up red. It doesn't have like a plastic binding. I mean, it's old school binding. It's a red book with lots of pages. I'm saying, read to me. I'm a little child. The man stops what he's doing. He slowly sits down on a cloudy chair. He instantly manifests. He's taking the book into his hands, and he is looking at it. He is very slow in motion, very slow in the way that he is processing the next step. Okay, I will take this book. Sit down. He is going to the page now. Very slow motion. It's a little girl. She's going and sitting next to him. She's all kind of cozying up to his leg, like, you're gonna read to me, you're gonna read to me. And he's like, okay, getting to the page. She's ridiculously slow. The girl's like, you're gonna read to me, you're gonna read to me. Oh, shoot, my microphone. Can you hear me? I hope this sounds okay. I didn't realize that I had pinched it over there. I think it will be okay, but let's see what happens next. She's still very excited, he's still very slow, but the energy is shifting. It's slowly shifting. It's sort of like trying to stir batter that gets really thick, and you're trying, and your arm is getting really exhausted from like trying to stir this, and it's getting thicker and thicker and thicker, and almost like drying cement. It's very hard to stir through, and it's exhausting. That's what the energy is, sort of going into a swirl that is like, I'm trying so hard, I'm straining my muscles, and it is almost impossible. As that happens, the scene changes. We go into a space that's made out of like dirt. The dirt is really caked on like mud, and I'm trying to clear it off of a spyglass that desires to see beyond. The space is much more relaxed. It's not, please read to me and I'm going to go super slow. It's much more relaxed. It's sort of like I want to be an astronomer. I want to look at the stars. I just cleared all the mud off of the spyglass. But even this is not satisfying enough, because what you're really looking for is a spiritual experience that you can manifest as a physical experience. So it's sort of, I'm going to look at the stars, but looking at the stars themselves is not satisfying. You want the stars to come straight out of the heavens and then interact with you on a physical level. On a level where you can see, feel, hear everything, where they can be as real as people, or where they're not hiding behind the veil, where you can see them as real as people. But what good would that be? If we could just see the spirits all the time as people, then they might as well just be people, right? Perhaps we are the spirits. Perhaps we are the spirit realm just in a human reality where we forget. We forget we are the spirits. We forget we're the spirit guides. We forget our higher purpose. We forget our calling. We call ourselves human beings, but the reality is we're spirit guides for each other. We're guiding each other to the next thing, you know what I mean? But even this is sort of like, but that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for an answer here. So there's a book manifesting. We're looking through the pages of an ancient text. Studying and thinking philosophically, exploring the sort of trained thought. Looking again up at the stars, wanting something more physical to take place than this. How do you get the stars out of the heavens? How does an astronomer actually get the stars to come out of the heavens? How does he force those stars? And even if they were fallen stars, what good would that be? It's not what you're looking for. There's a pause here. So again, another journey scene. And what is sort of like a contemplative man, a deep man, walking, he is at a mountain. The mountain sort of manifests a flat pathway that goes all the way up to the top. The man goes to the very top of the mountain and again gets a spy of super awesome telescope and sort of looks around for what he is looking for, choosing to see though on a human level. How are you going to find the spirit realm if you continue to be a human about it? How are you going to find the spirit realm with a telescope? How are you going to find the spirit realm with a book? There's something too about patience as well, because this little girl, she was delighted, right? He's going to read to me, but he never ended up getting to a point where he would, it would have been like 10,000 years before he would get to the page. All of this is for a reason. All of this is molding and shaping the wisdom that you're looking for about yourself, about the seeker for the spiritual wisdom, you know? Now the mountain changes. I see a man walking through a ridiculous windstorm of snow and ice, wearing very little clothing, not enough for this type of weather. And he's like, I will make it. I will make it. He's trying to, walk through the blistering winds, right? He has something he carries. He's trying to reach a wise man. The wise man lives sort of in a cave type dwelling. It feels like he'll never reach this point. So in the end, Dorian, the question is, will this human man ever conquer his dreams, his goals? If he continues to read a book, seek out wise men, travel the earth for this wisdom, use a telescope in order to see, will he ever actually manifest his goal? Because if you're trying to access the spirit realm, you have to access it in the spiritual realm. So you can't be human about it. You have to start discovering for yourself how to work with your body's sensory abilities in order to access the spirit realm. Nobody wants to hear that. People just want spiritual awakening, bam, I'm seeing angels, I'm seeing spirits. It didn't even work that way for me. I started having to work with my senses because I was always sensing things all the time, but I didn't know that that was me being spiritual or psychic. I just thought that I was just a weirdo. I was just a weird human being that just sensed things and talked to invisible people all the time. But I didn't consider that psychic. Once you start to discover you're already there, you're already spiritual because you're already the spirit, and start working with the other sensory skills, you have to look at yourself. You have to start working with yourself. Any book you read is not going to teach you how to work with your own energy vibration, your own gifts. Any book you read, any master teacher you access, any telescope, any seeking out is not going to manifest that dream. You have to start working internally, discovering yourself and feeling things and giving things a try. All right, I'm going to say my spirit guide is a guy named Henry, and he looks like this, and this is his message for me. But is that really my spirit guide? Yes, it actually is. It's an infinite universe. You have to trust that there's no coincidence in the things that you come up with. There's no coincidence. There's none. So if you say, okay, well, my spirit guide is this, that, and the other, but is that really my spirit guide? Yes, it is. There's no coincidence. You have to start, that's the hard part about being human and then becoming a spiritually wise person, is you have to start discovering these types of things. That the imagination is the spirit realm. That the imagination is access to those spaces. It's an infinite space. How creative is your imagination? It's infinitely creative. Just like the spirit realm is infinitely creative, and everything you see, think, feel, and discover is attuned with your unique vibration, is attuned with your dreams, your goals, your journey. So it'll always manifest in accordance with your skill, with your spiritual skill, your spiritual knack in the human experience. So you bring the spirit world to you through accessing it through your other sensory abilities. You're already spirit. You're already a spirit guide. You're already in the spiritual universe. But you're just forgetting it because you're in a human consciousness and it doesn't feel like you're there. So that's all I can say. I hope this video has been helpful for you. Thank you for reaching out. For those of you watching, if you're interested to get a free mini channeling, please visit amonros.com. And go fill out the contact form, and Joseph or I will make you a video as we have time. So thank you for supporting Amon Ros, and I wish you all a wonderful day.